Good morning. Tesla has announced that the standard range $35,000 Model 3 is going to has been removed from their build your own segment of their website. Now, according to a lot of websites, a lot of agencies are reporting that the Model 3 is gone, out of there, removed, no longer exist. But according to Electrek, their quote from Tesla, that's not true. It says here that today Tesla announced that it will remove the standard range option for the Model 3 from the online configurator. It also says that people will still be able to order the vehicle as an off-the-menu item for the time being. Both the standard range and long-range rear-wheel drive will be available only by calling or visiting a Tesla store and asking for them specifically. You have to beg for them. And then when you call, I almost guarantee you they're going to say, now come on, wouldn't you like something with a little more power, a little more range? You know, we don't really want to sell you this, come on. And it's also like they say, quite a departure from Tesla's plan to move to online-only ordering. They want to make it harder. They know that most millennials, and I'd say most people, man, I'm 53, and anything I can order online, I order it online. That's the easiest way to do it. By calling or talking to somebody makes it a little bit harder, and that's what Tesla wants, I think. But anyway, there's something else here. Yes. Now, yesterday, my friend Norman, he and I had a discussion about the batteries in Teslas. He had a theory. And if you see my eyes diverting to the left or right, it's because I'm reading. Okay, and I've never ran for president, so I'm not good at reading a teleprompter. Okay, he had a theory, my friend Norman did, that perhaps, just perhaps, all Teslas have the same battery, but depending on the range level you ordered, the software will be programmed to only allow the owner of the car availability to a certain amount of the battery. He said that would probably be much cheaper to produce than putting all different size batteries in the cars. I told him I can't see how that'd be true because the batteries are so freaking expensive. Putting in a much larger battery than needed would seem to me to be a huge amount of money just wasted. Well, guess what? I have lost my source to this. You know, I don't know why I didn't save a screenshot. I'm not sure what happened, but I've lost the source and I can no longer find it. But Tesla says they're going to deliver the $35,000 Model 3s, the ones you order by calling or talking to somebody and begging, please, let me have it. Those, they're going to deliver them, or the ones already ordered. But, they're actually going to get the basic model you see here with a software upgrade that will only allow access to a portion of the battery, limiting it to 210 miles of range. So it seems Norman was on to something. I still don't think that's the norm for Tesla, however, since batteries are so expensive. You don't know. But they are going to get the larger battery in the car, and it's going to be limited to what they paid for. You know, the range they paid for. Who knows in the future, they may open that up, you know, to give them the rest of the range. I would not doubt it. Now, with Tesla saying that for the time being, you can still order this $35,000 car, you know, through the phone service or their actual store, yeah, that's what they say, but I'm telling you, Tesla is so wishy-washy. They're as wishy-washy as an old dish rag. Don't be surprised if any day now, they say that's no longer the case, it's just not available anymore. I got this information you see here off of The Drive, a website called The Drive. It says the fact that not a single standard range vehicle has been reported delivered or even confirmed seen in the wild suggests that Tesla may not have even built any. Since every trim level other than the base standard range is being delivered, including the so-called Standard Range Plus, customers are calling this a bait and switch and wondering if Tesla ever planned on delivering the standard range cars this quarter. And I have seen this a lot of places. People saying this is a classic bait and switch. Tesla has been contacting people and asking them, please, let us get you something with more range, more power, more oomph, more something, and let's get some more money out of you. You know, and some customers are probably upgrading. I would have, because I would have wanted the $35,000 Model 3. I did a video recently where I built a $35,000 Model 3 on a $45,000 to $50,000 budget. You can find it in my video archives. And I wound up getting the 43. I paid an extra $8,000 for the longer range battery because I wouldn't have wanted the $35,000 one myself. You know, I want more range. But anyway, that's what's happening. They're contacting customers and trying to get them to upgrade. And I'm not going to call it a bait and switch. You can if you want to, but that's what a lot of people are claiming. They're claiming, shame on Tesla. You're acting like traditional car dealers. You know, trying to get us to buy stuff we don't want. I hope not. But Tesla is being tight-lipped about when these customers are going to get these cars. They're not really saying, they're just saying that deliveries will resume in 6 to 8 weeks. Let's see what Car Scoops has to say about this. Their headline is Tesla trying to push more expensive vehicles? Well, you can expect that when you go to a dealership or a manufacturer. I mean, they're going to try to get more expensive vehicles. They're going to try to say something more expensive because it's more profit for them. I would never blame any company for doing that, as long as they don't get too aggressive with it, and as long as they're honest and upfront. But anyway, here's what they say. As those who order at the entry level eagerly wait to get the keys of their new vehicles, some claim that Tesla has contacted them in an attempt to sell them more upscale and therefore expensive versions. If reports are to be believed, no Tesla Model 3 standard range models have been delivered so far, and I do believe that's true. I do believe none have been delivered. But I don't say that with great confidence because I can't know for sure. Anyway, it's been 3 years since the $35,000 Model 3 was first announced. Just like I said, and they probably regret ever saying that. In early March, Elon Musk said initial deliveries of the entry-level Model 3 would go to those who've had the reservation the longest. They will get priority, and then will be the new orders. So if you order one now, through the phone, or going to the Tesla store where you please, then who knows when you'll get it. My guess is never. But if you do, it'll be a while, I think. And here's another thing. Look at this. Many customers waiting for Model 3s are particularly keen to get them before the end of June. Because once a company sells, I think 250,000 cars, maybe 200,000. Once they sell that number, the $7,500 federal tax credit for buying an electric car gets cut in half the next quarter. Then it gets cut in half again 1 or 2 quarters after that. I can't remember, maybe 2 quarters. But anyway, at one point the $7,500 credit goes to $3,750, then $1,875, then it's just gone. And the last day of June will be the last time the owners can get a $3,750 rebate from the federal government. Starting July 1st, be $1,875. You know, so I guess that's important to people. But not everybody can get the tax credit. You know, you have to actually have that much of a tax liability in order to get it. Me myself, I wouldn't even get the $1,875 tax credit. That's probably why I'm not buying a Tesla. If you can afford to buy a Tesla, you probably get most of the tax credit, if not all of it. Be my guess. Let's take a look at the new entry model Tesla that you can order online. The cheapest one you can still order online, $39,500. As I always say, don't pay attention to that $31,450 bull crap. You know, Tesla likes to spend the price of their car. That's after savings, after tax savings, which you may or may not get, and after gas savings. You know, but it's $39,500. Now, what do you get for that over the $35,000 car? You get a better interior, such as electric seats instead of manual. And the $35,000 one had cloth interior. I believe this one may have leather, but the electric seats are electric instead of manual for sure. You get 20 miles more range, taking from 220 to 240 miles. You also get the thrill of getting a ticket for going 140 miles an hour instead of 130 miles an hour. And you get to go from 0 to 60 a third of a second faster. Yes, this car is a third of a second faster than the $35,000 Tesla. Now, unless you're going to see a hoochie mama, do you really need to go that fast? Seriously. Just slow down. Oh yeah, one more thing you get with this new higher priced Tesla that wasn't in the cheaper one, the $35,000 one. You get free standard autopilot. which will stop and go for you in your current lane. And if you want the what I call the super duper autopilot, the one that changes lanes and has the summon feature, it'll cost you 5,000 biggins. 5,000 more dollars. If you get the standard one, which is a lot like dynamic cruise control, I think, in the Nissan Leaf. It'll keep you at a safe distance between you and the car in front of you. It'll stop, I think. And but the one, I'm telling you, the other one is really cool if you want to spend the $5,000. The summon feature is just awesome. You're at the store under a canopy, it's raining, you get out your app, and you punch it up and you tell your car to come get you. And your car actually, with nobody in it, will back out of the parking spot, come find you, search for your phone, and it gets to you. You push another button, tell them to stop, and you get in and take off. You know, oh man, that's kind of cool. That's just nice for the cool factor. So standard autopilot is now free. The super duper autopilot, 5,000 biggins. Which one would you buy? I couldn't afford the $5,000, so I'd have to take the free standard one. In other news, Tesla is going to start leasing their cars. So you no longer have to write a big check for it or get it financed. You can lease one if you want to. And I can't find the terms for leasing yet, but one thing that's different than most car leases, you will not be able to buy the Tesla at the end of the lease. It will not be an option. Tesla is going to use those return vehicles for what they hope will be a self-driving ride-hailing fleet. Kind of like Uber or Lyft, but the cars will drive themselves. Well, first they're going to have to get around a lot of government regulations. I think that's more wishful hoping. Now, I hope they're right. I'd like to see that once it can prove to be safe, but we'll just have to wait and see. Speaking about ride-hailing services, Uber has filed for its initial public offering. They're going public. And they say they're going to be developing their own fleet of self-driving cars. So they have plans just like Tesla. And the day will come when there are self-driving cars out there. I'm 53 years old. I'm not sure it'll be in our lifetime. For one thing, the government is super, super slow in doing anything besides spending money. That's the only thing they're quick about. So they're not in any big hurry to do anything about these regulations, I don't think. So it'll be a long, long time. But self-driving cars are coming. They are. Just a matter of when. Would you pay that much for a Tesla? What's your limit on a Tesla? If I had as much money as Jim McCaslin's rich high school friend, I guarantee you I'd have a Tesla. And a financially secure future. Anyway, you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Remember, chicks dig scars and electric cars. They also dig guys who have their future financially secured. They do. You have a great day.
And don't forget that most hoochie mamas also like electric cars. Heck, hoochie mamas like any kind of car usually.